Broadcasting from the Vancouver Convention Center in British Columbia, Solutions Review is on location at the FME User Conference 2022, the peak of data integration. Brought to you by Safe Software.
We are here in Vancouver, British Columbia at the FME User Conference 2022, and we are joined by a couple of folks from TERRA, Iria Costas Va,
yes,
data integration consultant, and Benjamin Quest, partner manager. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you for the invitation.
Well, we're excited to have you, and it's honestly great to be here in person,
Yes.
rather than virtually. You've come a long way, we've come a long way, all the way to British Columbia to get a chance to talk face-to-face, so we're happy about that. And you're doing a lot of talking face-to-face with folks here at the conference, right? I understand that you both will be presenting some use cases. Before we get to those, and I do want to dig in on those because I think it's very interesting. Tell us a little bit about TERRA in Germany and then ultimately TERRA in Spain, because you're both working in different countries on FME projects with TERRA. So tell me a little bit about what's going on in Germany.
Yeah, in Germany, at TERRA, we are partners of Safe Software, of course, and we are partners of Esri, and that's all the two technical pillars, let's say, to build our solutions on. And we have some market teams so our customers are from public administration, from government, from insurance, from telco, utilities. So we have a broad variety of branches that we work with. And you can say in every project that we start, we need the data to get into the solution, to be able to work with the data. So in every of those projects, we use FME. And that's what we do. We build solutions for our customers using FME to get the data in the solution and get them able to use those data.
And so within those projects, is there a particular vertical? I mean, what we're seeing is it seems like utilities, governments. I mean, is that where you're finding traction?
Yeah.
Mostly?
I would say mostly, and besides, we do like insurance companies, we do like telecommunications, which is utilities as well, or we also have nature environment, like forestry is also a branch. We have, several
including
teams.
non-spatial. I understand you're presenting an example where there's non-spatial data involved, or not as much spatial data?
We try to find non-spatial data projects as well. I mean, FME has the best support for spatial data, but also you can do all that standard, normal non-spatial data
that's
as well.
What I think is so interesting is that clearly the advantage is with spatial data in terms of the competitive advantage. But I think what we've been hearing from various partners is that it's such a powerful product that it doesn't necessarily need the spatial data element to be the right
we have clients just using FME to analyze business data and create like delivery emails, delivery plans for the customers automatically. That's it. So there's no spatial in there at all. So
it's just good, straightforward data integration. Yeah. So tell me more about what's going on in Spain. I know you're presenting a solution that you've been working on.
Well, in Spain, we are more focused on spatial data.
Sure.
Mostly all of our customers, they just do spatial data. I mean, also they are from different kind of branches. We have a lot of regional governments, local governments, and so also some utilities, energy as well. So a bit of everything. But yes, mainly focus on spatial data and doing projects entirely with FME. Also, in order to integrate data. We would like also to open new opportunities towards non-spatial data, but something that eventually I guess it will come because people, they hear about FME and they just come to you. It's quite nice because once that they start hearing about, we need to integrate data, they check online and they found that FME is a good solution. So they come like knocking on your door, like, hey, can you go show me a little bit more, and so they will go on it. And about the project I will present, it's actually I haven't done it. It's from a customer that unfortunately they couldn't come here. So I got the chance of presenting. So it's also really nice. It's from a regional government, La Rioja. They are the oldest users of FME in Spain, I will say, and they do really innovative projects. And it's really a small team, but they do really a lot of stuff. And actually, a lot of their projects they have been presented here already in the FME UC, and they come to almost all of the FME World Tours that we organize in Spain. They have been also mentioned. And different articles from SAFE. So
And so, with regard to the spatial data element of that project, what are they using in terms of the data that they're bringing into that implementation?
So the data that they are using is address data. Because this project specifically is about a geocoder that they have developed, in order to find the proper direction, you need to localize it properly, and with FMA they can use it as a kind of data injector into another solution. So it works quite well, and it helps them quite a lot. So to have updated information, like every day they have updated information with that.
And so. You're obviously working on other projects as well. What are some of the other, where are you finding opportunities for TERRA?
Good question. So,
governments, is it
local administration, regional administration.
Right.
It's I would say it's like the core of our business right now. But yes, also like private sectors, they are also calling and saying, hey, we need to integrate data. So
there's a big trend for digitalization going on right now. When it comes to spatial data, there is like BIM. So every building in the building industry, they need BIM models to be able to validate their data, to manage all those construction works going on. Or in the public sector, when it comes to digitalization, what the pandemic has shown, that there is a high potential to digitize processes, to visualize numbers, or to
put data together. We help in a project where they have like the data stored in Excel spreadsheets, and each one was completely different. So in order to put them together and be able to visualize them, they needed FME.
So who in an organization are you finding is really looking for that sort of integration project? Is there are you talking to folks at a certain level or in a certain business unit? How are you, or a government unit? Who is typically the person that you're engaging with?
So I would guess we love to talk to the IT department, because they have all the overview about all those applications, all the data that is going around in those organizations, and they know where is the need for connecting data, for automating data flows within their organization, where they have struggling putting data into use. That's because there's a budget. So that's why
it's kind of key.
That's why we love to talk to them.
Right.
Yeah. And of course, the US departments and all the users, they are our coaches. They're pushing the use of FME within the organizations.
I will say that also quite often the technical users are the one that they hear about the product, and then they go to the boss and say, hey, I really need this tool.
Yeah, right. So I'm curious about that process. So you're typically at the beginning kind of engaging with those technical people, and then ultimately they after you've kind of proof of concept, created some sort of business case, they're kind of pushing a broader implementation further up within their organization, and then coming back and kind of growing out the project. Is that the typical path?
I would guess.
Yeah.
Also, I think the FME community, there are so many FME users right now, right there, talking about the use and the benefits of FME that sometimes the clients say, okay, we have a problem, let's think at the first sight, think of FME, if we can solve it with FME. So there's also a big push of the community. Promoting.
We were talking to the FME evangelist, and the community story is really quite a strong one, and I think you guys are effectively part of that by doing your presentations as well. Is that what you would suggest people maybe tune into a little bit more? Do you encourage your clients to join the community and see what is happening among other users?
Yeah, I do also some FMA training, and I'm always like tell them, I always show them the FMA community, like, because there are lots of resources, and also, I mean, I say, okay, of course you can contact us directly, but I don't know, maybe if you're in a hurry, you can write here in the FMA community, and then somebody everywhere in the world they will reply you. Or even also, I really like the part of the ideas, because you can suggest an idea to improve the FME, and it will be taken into account. And also, it happened to me like a few months ago. A customer like asked me, do you know if this is implemented in this reader or something? And I just check it, and it was like, well, they are working on it. And then a few weeks later, I subscribed to the idea, and I got the answer like, hey, it's finally implemented. So I wrote to this customer, say, hey, you have it here. So she was quite happy.
Well, that's what I've heard actually, is that they're very keyed into what the community is asking for.
Yes.
Particularly if there hasn't been a solution to the question or the problem.
Yeah.
And it sounds like the community is very robust. Are you finding the same thing?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, look around. There are so many users here building the community. I mean, it's not only the community online, it's the community that talks at events, that is networking, that is changing ideas, experiences.
Yeah.
And because sometimes a lot of people are facing the same challenges, and one has a solution and he can just tell about it, and the other one can just apply those experiences that the other one got.
So I asked this question of everybody. I'm gonna ask it of both of you. Iria, I'll go with you first.
Okay.
Put you on the spot. What advice, and it's not a hard question, but
okay.
you have an answer. What advice would you provide to somebody who is thinking about contacting you and talking about FME? I mean, what should they be thinking about in advance of that that might help them, or help you even when they call you to be able to guide them to the proper solution? I mean, what would you see is kind of a baseline that they need to bring to that first call?
I would say what do you want to integrate? So what do you need to integrate as well? And also if it's only something as, let's call it small, or if they are planning to integrate it with more solutions within the company. That also will depend if it is a small company or if it's something like a corporate company and so on. But what do you need to integrate?
Great. Benjamin?
Yeah, I would guess they should to tell me what is the challenge that they are facing right now, and what do they expect from me to make their lives or the lives of their customers better? So what is the value that they need?
And is it as simple as that, just kind of the kind of baseline value that they're looking for? And is that how projects typically go? It's kind of like the kind of a smaller implementation to kind of get the ball rolling and see how it all works and whether there's going to be the value that they hope for, and then you kind of grow it from there? Is that how?
I would guess. So just maybe see the goal that they have, and then look, okay, what are the technical things that you need to be sorted? Firstly, what data needs to be integrated? What workflow? What process should be automated?
Yeah, great.
What challenge do you have? What struggle do you have? So,
well, great. Well, thanks very much for coming. I know you guys are a key part of this show. Best of luck with your presentations, and thank you very much for spending time with us, and best of luck for the rest of the year.
Thank you very much,
so much.
Thanks.
Thanks.